I'm still in Germany, and I was just like thinking about this, going over it, and I just finished doing what I was doing just now on the computer that is in front of me. I was not editing, actually. This looks like an editing angle, but it's not. I just wanted to let you know that I came out with merch. Two things that you probably will be asking yourself is, one, you have 277 subscribers. Why would you make merch? Valid. And two, like, what? This is so stupid. Except that it's not that stupid, because it's not like merchandise. Whichever YouTuber will try and convince you that their merch is not like other YouTubers' merch. But I've like really worked hard to like actually make it different. I, first of all, do not have high prices on this stuff. Second of all, it doesn't like have my name or logo like plastered all over it. So it's like, I'm subscribed to this YouTuber. It's like, it's low-key, and it has a message on it that I actually like really stand by and believe in. It's been in my Instagram bio for a few months now, and it's something that I've worked really hard to live by for good 6 months to a year now. And it's just, here, I can flip it around, it's on the screen right now. This is a cloth mask that I have for it. I'm on the European site because it's still, I'm still in Germany again. This is the shirt. It has a whole bunch of different color options. I just chose the ones that fit best with the white text. So it's really simple. It's like a really simple design, but it is something that I try and do every day, and I put in the description here exactly like what this means to me, what this phrase means to me. The phrase itself has really gotten me a long way ever since I heard it for the first time. And it was just like in somebody else's Instagram bio. I read like day by day people, day by day. And I just fell in love with that motto, and immediately started using just the day by day part in my bio. And I just want it to be, I made it cheap so that anybody could afford it, if you can. I encourage everybody to go and live by this motto, because if you're not doing things that aren't gonna make you happy now, then like, what's the point of waiting in anticipation of the future? Like, potentially, like, if I don't go and get this piercing, then maybe I won't be sad in the future. Like, maybe I won't look back and like be upset with myself for doing this, which like piercings wise, you could just always take them out, but like tattoos as well. Or like, I was thinking about like me and my transition. Like, if I wasn't doing the things that I'd be doing right now, I would be so upset in the future, but I'm not doing it for future me, I'm doing it for me right now, because I feel good right now. And if in the future, I highly doubt it, but if in the future I decide that this isn't right, then I'll switch it up. I'm gonna follow my heart and where my heart takes me, and every single day I'm gonna listen to myself and respond to how I'm feeling in that current moment, and that's what that means to me. The link will be the top link in this description if you would like to buy something. Shirts are like 10 euros. I believe it's also $10 or like $12, something around there. Hoodies, $25. I really made them as cheap as I could so that the profit, I would still be making a profit, but I think the profit margin is like $1 on every shirt, because profit is not what's important to me about that. But it has a message that I believe in, and that's all that like matters to me. What matters to me is that it's something that people can proudly wear, proudly display, and be able to have that like part of them like with them. And maybe for you, this symbolizes in a way a part of you that you're not allowed to show to the world, and through this shirt that's so inconspicuous, you could show it to the world, but like in a way that won't get you in trouble for showing it, if that makes any sense. Anyway, yeah, get on with the video. Past me. What's up, besties? Welcome to my new office. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna shut this door. Give me a second, guys. My brain is going a mile a minute right now. So first of all, that. Second of all, I'm in Germany. So this is not my new office. This is just where I'm currently staying. And then on top of that, I've been walking this entire vacation because we don't have like a car. So we walk or we take the train, and then with trains, you gotta walk to the train station, and then, you know, we've been doing a lot of things. So I've been walking, and today I went swimming in a really cold lake, and the day before, I was climbing, like on one of those places where they put like a harness on you, and you like climb. Nobody cares. I'm gonna get a lot more straight into this video than I did the last one. I just wanted to give a little bit of an update of sorts. I feel like somebody's right outside. Oh, my dad's in the other room talking to the door that I just closed, talking to his mom. So I think I have over 10,000 views on this video right here that went up like 3 years ago, and it was a Q&A video. It was not a video dedicated to that topic, which is why I am refilming it right now. I figured today would be a really good day to refilm it because not only do I have this massive bookcase against this wall that I can set my phone up against and you can like see me standing, but I'm also using one of the binding methods that I'm gonna talk about in this video right now, and I'll take off my shirt and we'll go over that. First, I wanna say thank you for the support on that video. I've gained a lot of subscribers from that, and really, I remember, I think it was last year around quarantine time, I hadn't uploaded a video in like 6 months, maybe even a year, and I went back to look at my YouTube analytics because I was interested in getting back into doing YouTube, and I saw that that video I think had over 1,000 views, and I was like, that's wild, and now it has over 10,000 views, like, and it's of baby me, you know? I'm not that I mean, I am that person, but I'm not that person anymore. I went by a completely different name. I don't know if during that time it was Roman or Andy. To go over my naming deal real quick. Whenever I first came out, I started going by Andy, which I have no problem sharing my dead name, by the way. It's Annika. It's still my middle name. It's still a part of my personality. I still claim it. So people can't use it online to get back at me because I don't care. But my dead name is Annika, and so I chose something that was very close to that, which was Andy, and that didn't work. Like, I used that while I was trying to figure it out. I went through phases. I was trans, then like FTM, like identified as male, used male pronouns, then felt super uncomfortable with being super masculine all the time and was like, I want to express the feminine side of me a little bit more. And so then I was like, I'm just gonna be non-binary because I could be both that way. And then that just like wasn't it. I was like, no, I'm not non-binary. I am a boy. A guy can be feminine, you know? Men can wear earrings and like have long hair and wear jewelry, know how to dress themselves and accessorize. Like, men can do that, and I didn't need to be something other than a man to be able to do that. My pronouns are, at this point in time, he, him. The likelihood that that will change is very slim, but you know, I might use he, him, and they, them in the future. Who knows? But I'm definitely a guy. I'm not a girl. So during that time of self-exploration, I used Andy. Then whenever I realized, no, I was a guy, I used Roman because I didn't like Andy anymore. But my mom didn't like Roman. So then we sat down one summer for like 2 hours and, you know, we discussed a name that would actually fit me and like a name that she could pick out with me. And then cause she's my mom, she would have named, if I was a boy, she would have named me what she would have named me, and that would have been fine for me. I have a little brother, his name is Eric. He took my name. Whenever they were still doing the sonograms, I think those are called, my mom, the doctors and my mom actually thought I was a boy, and they had picked out the name Eric for me. And then my little brother was born and they gave it to him. So we couldn't resort to that. I'm half German, which is why I'm in Germany right now. I'm visiting family. Half German, half American. My mom was born in Florida. My dad was born in Bonn, Germany. His mom, my dad's mom, was born in Sweden. So we have Scandinavian, and that's where the name Annika came from, and that's where the name Eric comes from. So we wanted something that would stick to that path, so we chose Nikolai. I'll spell that out on the screen wherever I put it so that you know how that's spelled. So we chose Nikolai, which then shortened is Nico with a K, and that's where we are now. But I want to help other baby trans people, or not baby trans people, people who have been trans for a very long period of time. This is specifically FTM people, by the way. I can't do much to help MTF people because I am not that. This can be for like FTM, non-binary, like anything that you want to bind your chest, because that's the title of this video. This has one method that I use. It's called transtape. That one is specifically geared towards trans people, but I can give you guys an alternate solution for that won't have like trans on the package label whenever it arrives at your house. It feels so weird to be making trans content again. I'm not used to doing this. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is probably the best way to bind, but also the most dangerous. And by the most dangerous, I mean like on par with normal binders. I'm sure you've heard the whole spiel by now, but if you haven't, and if I need to be the one to relay that to you, don't bind with ace bandages or duct tape. Like, just don't. It can constrict your breathing. You will have a really hard time. People have gotten cracked rib cages from it. And also, little bit less known, but as soon as I figured this out, a light bulb went off for me. You can actually hurt your chest so much that they will not perform top surgery on you. That can happen with binding too long or using unsafe binding methods, such as bandages and tape. So there you go. That's that spiel that I had to get into. Now I'm gonna go grab what I'm doing. All right, so this here is trans tape. I have like just two like hair ties around it to keep it from just like peeling open. This is very similar to KT tape or athletic tape. By the way, all of the products that I mentioned in this video will be put in the description. This is trans tape. There's stuff on Amazon also called trans tape. It's not. Don't trust it. Don't buy it. If you could not ship this to your house, it does say trans tape on the packing label, so it says trans. If you could not ship that to your house, it's discreet packaging, but you could go to your local CVS, or also a link, which will be in the description, on Amazon, for KT tape is what it's called. It's an athletic tape, which has the same build like of this. I will always recommend, if you have the option, to go with this instead of KT tape, because there is a different way that they do like the stretchiness of the tape itself that allows it to stretch better for binding and for your skin's health. I do not have sensitive skin, so I also can't say what KT tape would do to somebody with sensitive skin. So if you're doing this, please do it at your own risk. Understand that every sort of binding method, especially those that are unconventional, have risks associated with them. Now, if you do pick this up, there's the forewarning that trans tape gives to everybody. And I would do the same with kinetic tape, KT tape. If you cut off, or like before you use it, cut off a little strip and put it on your wrist for a period of time. I don't know like how long it is. I think like 30 minutes is probably a safe bet. And then take it off and see if you have any allergic reaction to it before fully taping with it. This has been a really great method for me, even though it doesn't bind like the flattest. Even though it's not the flattest like binding, I'm also a little bit on the heavier side. So it's not like noticeably a lot for me. But the reason I have it like this today is because I went swimming. And what's great about this is that you can swim in it, you can shower in it, and you can wear it for 3 straight days. You might want to double check on that for KT tape, but I can't imagine that it would be too much different. This is the large size of trans tape. It comes in large, medium, and small. And small is the size of a KT tape roll. You can't buy KT tape in a size this big. So if you do need a size this big, then you need to buy trans tape, or you can just use multiple strips of KT tape. I just use one strip on each side, and I'll take off my shirt, so I went swimming. I can go swimming shirtless. Like, I put on my swimming trunks. Today was the second day I've ever gone swimming shirtless. But I put on swimming trunks, and then I just have this, and again, not super flat, but like, I was able to swim. I'm here in Germany with a group of friends. All of them are boys. And I was able to swim today with my swimming trunks and my shirt off. And it was the most like gender affirming experience that I've had in a very long time. I just put on one strip. I center it here, like the half of the tape on a part where my tissue isn't, and then half here. And then I push the tissue to the side, and then it rests back here. Another note, after you take it off, after the 3 days of wear, you have to give your body 1 day to relax and not have anything on, or else your skin will become irritated. To remove it, I take a hot shower, then I come into my room and I put on a good YouTube video and I pour oil on it and let it completely saturate in oil, and then I just slowly peel it off, and that's that. So yeah, KT tape will be linked in the description along with transtape if you guys want to pick that up. I would Google more involved like tutorials on how to put it on. Another thing that I will say for this is that you probably will put it on and won't like the way that you look in it the first few times. And that's always an obstacle that you have to get around. But it'll definitely bind flatter than if you weren't binding at all. So it won't be as flat as you want, but it'll be flatter than without. The other method that I have is just a standard button-down shirt or flannel. I wore these every single day whenever before I had a binder. And they don't make you flat. They don't make you even as flat as this, but they definitely make you feel more masculine because they're button-down shirts. How could you not feel masculine in them? They do a good amount for binding. You don't want like a super tight one because then it'll be visible, but you also don't want a super loose one because then nothing will be bound. So you just kind of gotta like figure it out. Go to the store, try on multiple different sizes, figure out which one works best for you. And if it's like for your parents, they don't want you to buy like men's button-down shirts, you could buy like women's flannel. They do the same thing. I would say men's flannel definitely do the job better. You could just like explain that you want something comfortable to wear for like fall and winter times, and then buy yourself a good like heavy men's flannel, and your parents will be like, yeah, like, I don't know, I assume, I've never had parents that didn't let me do that, but I'm just trying to give the help that I can, reach out a hand and be like, hey, that's that for that one. Along with that specific clothing that you can wear, I mean, men's cut graphic tees and hoodies. If you just like put on a hoodie, especially black hoodies minimize a lot of what you got going on. So a black hoodie, you could also put on just like a graphic tee and then like a pullover jacket, like a zip up jacket over that, and then that's like covering up like this part of your body, and that can minimize that a lot. And then the last one that I have is an actual binder. So this is not binding without a binder. This is binding with the cheap binder from Amazon that doesn't say binder on it. I used this one for a year before I got a real GC2B binder. It binds really, really well. Like, it doesn't hurt me. It's a binder that's a tank top, so you put it on as a tank top, and then you like hook these like little metal hooks together. I'll put pictures of the Amazon listing here. It's an option, and it worked for me for a year before I got a real binder. I think that if you could get away with buying a binder that doesn't say binder on it, then that would be the option. It's been long overdue, really, making this follow-up video. I hope that this has been really cool to see me do this. We're coming up a year on testosterone for me. I've been on really low doses, so the changes haven't been like super frequent or super noticeable. At least for me, they haven't. I've had friends that don't recognize my voice, like if I join a voice call, but for me, it really hasn't been like a lot. I have been recording a video nearly every month, every 2 months-ish, of my testosterone timeline, and that will go up in September because that is when I will be 1 year on testosterone. So if you found any of the methods that I mentioned in this video helpful, click one of those links down below. I listed all of them. Leave a like on this video, and I want to just say thank you one more time for the overwhelming support, and I'll see you guys. next time.